Hello! It is our 17th unboxing video of our community supported agriculture box that we get each week from Kent family growers down at the Canton Farmers Market. This is an historic moment. I believe this is the first time I have done a second take. It's hard to believe, but these unboxing videos are all done in one take. But I made a mistake during the last one that I couldn't correct. The mistake was that I forgot to turn the microphone on, so I just couldn't make some snarky remark in the print up here and correct it. So we're starting all over again, and any surprise you see when I pull vegetables out of the box will be fake. So here we go. Let's first take a look at the things that we did with the vegetables that we got last week.
So this has become familiar. I didn't take a lot of pictures of food this week. I did grill a steak with some corn that I got in the CSA, and that was pretty good. Kind of a fun fact, I've been using sweet potato nectar to sweeten my oatmeal in the morning, and I took a picture of a maple leaf in my backyard.
Yes, disappointing once again. I know. I don't know what's going on. I have a camera on me all the time, and I just forget to take pictures, or I'm just so anxious to start eating. So let's take a look now at what happened when Lucy went down to the farmer's market.
I think that Lucy has figured out that I have a bit of fun with the text messages she sends me, so she doesn't send me as much anymore. We did have some fun trying to figure out what was kale and what was not kale. Sent me some nice pictures of weird-looking carrots. Puzzled over how to spell cilantro. Still don't know if we did that right. I guess I could look it up. But I think she uses the text messages to kind of keep track of everything that she's picked up and to tease me a little bit with pictures of things that she is not going to bring me, like this celery. She also didn't send me a picture of the big board this week, so here are two that she sent me before.
Okay, now let's first, before we get going, I need to say something that I've never said before, and that is, if you like this video, please subscribe to the Watertown Daily Times YouTube channel, and you'll not only see these videos, but you'll see all the other videos that the people at the Watertown Daily Times make. Most of them, if not all of them, much better than what I am doing here, and most likely, in fact, definitely more important than what I am doing here. So hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell, and you'll get notifications when something's going on the Watertown Daily Times YouTube channel. Also, I will be adding to the description a link to a playlist of all of these unboxing videos, so you can go back in time and see the vegetables that we got as summer progressed. You can watch as my hair grows during this pandemic, when I have just not gotten my hair cut. I was saying earlier that the last time I got my hair cut, if you told me I had to wear a face mask, I would have thought you were talking about something over my eyes, because I had no idea what a face mask was. So here we go. Let's take a look at the vegetables we got this week in our CSA. Right off the bat, cherry tomatoes. These golden cherry tomatoes that are so delicious and so sweet. And after last week realizing how close the microphone is to my mouth, I will not be eating these on camera again, but they were delicious. Let's see. Also on the top, something that goes well with tomatoes is a little bunch of cilantro. I do not believe that we have gotten this from the farmer's market this year. We've had a lot of cilantro in the house that we bought at the supermarket because we've used it in the pico de gallo and the salsas and things like that we've made over the summer. But I think this is the first one from the Kent family growers. Speaking of greens, these are purple greens. Lucy and I are pretty sure this is kale. Looks like kale, except that it's purpler than the kale we got last week, which was very, very green. Lucy said a passerby told her that it was indeed kale, and it was the only thing that looked like kale, and there was kale on the sign. So I'm calling it kale. We'll find out later when the kale expert gets home. Let's see what else. Oh my gosh, look how red that pepper is. That is a red pepper. although it's not a red pepper in the sense that it's going to be hot. It's a bell pepper, so it'll be nice and sweet. Not only is it so red, look how green those stems are. They're just beautiful, and they don't really smell like much, I guess. You got to cut into the flesh to get the aroma. Onions, red onions. There's more onions in here, I know. A little tiny yellow onion. Another big red onion, and a classically sized yellow onion. These have been so good. We've been eating onions, or I've been eating onions a lot. I did have my second onion sandwich of my life this week, and it was pretty good. They're good about 3/4 of the way through, and then it's a little much. But I'm just doing slices of onion on a piece of bread with some mayonnaise. And my wife's Aunt Janet, tells me I'm supposed to do it with peanut butter, but I can't go there. I'm sorry. I got it down with mayonnaise. I just don't see the peanut butter thing. Sorry, Aunt Janet. What else? Oh, carrots. Classically looking carrots. I guess classically is the word of the day. There's 2, 3. These are nice big carrots, and I know they're going to be delicious and sweet. Probably not that great for you if you eat too many of them, because it's like eating candy. And this one that I pulled out first, this was Lucy showed this in the picture. It's kind of a little corkscrew carrot. That's going to be fun to skin. Oh, no, cherry tomato. Oh, I better get this other one before. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch down here. I don't want these to get damaged because I don't want to eat them. And look at a little tiny Brussels sprout infiltrated that little bit of cherry tomatoes. And let's get the rest of them, because we've got Brussels sprouts. Kind of like one of my favorite vegetables of all time. There was a point in my life when I did not like Brussels sprouts, would not eat them. And then I got so I liked them like once a year. I think Brussels sprouts were good, and I think they had to be prepared a special way, which I cannot remember now. Now I eat Brussels sprouts all sorts of ways. I like to slice them in half, put some olive oil on them, and roast them in the oven or grill them over a charcoal fire. And then sometimes I just steam them. Brussels sprouts. They're from one of those things, if you put butter and salt on them, they taste good. These cherry tomatoes they're everywhere. And the biggest cherry tomato yet, another watermelon. Watermelons are so good. I kind of thought that watermelons would fade towards the end of the summer, but they've just gotten better and better. They were so good that after we ate the one that we got in last week's CSA, I was at the supermarket and I bought another watermelon at the supermarket, so I just was into watermelons. And that one was good. Not as good as these, but it was pretty good. And when you think of it, well, no, I have had a bad watermelon before, but it's hard to get a bad watermelon. It's a good fruit. So, that's it, except for one more cherry tomato and one more Brussels sprout. That's it. That's the vegetables we got this week in our CSA box or basket, or actually we put them in bags that we own. Join us next week when we'll be taking a look at the 18th week of our CSA summer.